And we're live. Hello, friends. We are in another stream. I realized I rushed into the stream so much I didn't even update where we're going correctly. So let me just update the settings on the stream itself. We are flying from Rome. Again, I couldn't help it because I flew ITA last time and it's such a stunning livery. I wanted to do it again. So we're flying from Rome to Milan this time. I think the rest is correct. Rome to Milan. Let's save that. All is looking good so far, I think. If there's anything else, you guys can let me know. Hopefully that's changed now. But here we are. What else am I missing? There we are. Okay, I think everything else is okay. We'll figure it out as we go along. Nice short flight again, and the sun is setting. So if we can hurry up, we can get a stunning, nice evening flight. Just a nice little, some nice views on a Tuesday evening. So I'm gonna crack on and try and set everything up. This is a very last minute stream, but I had a little bit of time today and I wanted to do something, to do a little stream. So here we are. I can't get over how beautiful this livery is. Look at that, it's just stunning. Okay. So just gonna start inputting our data here, and then hopefully we can get out of here and be on our way. The init page, let's request our flight plan. So the brief for today, as we said, we're flying from Rome Fiumicino again, and we're flying to Milan. We've got an airtime of 55 minutes, altitude of 34,000 feet. We have 141 passengers on board and about 4,500 kilograms of fuel. So hopefully everything will be straightforward. I feel like because it's the last minute stream, I feel it's a bit rushed, so I'll probably forget a bunch of things. Hopefully not, but we'll see how it goes. If you are enjoying the content so far, if you like aviation content, please double tap that screen. It helps very much. And if you like flight sim content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Lots of awesome content coming in the future as well. So it's a pretty straightforward flight. I am kind of in a rush to get out because I want to enjoy the sunset as we fly. I think it will look incredible. For those of you who don't know, I am currently running X-Plane 12 on a Mac Mini. You can't really see it. It's here. It's a tiny computer. It's about this small. Obviously, it's a Mac. So my settings are not maxed out. It does kind of struggle with frame rate. So we're not using ATC like VATSIM because my frame rate drops below 20 quite a bit. But I am upgrading my setup soon. So I'll be using VATSIM, Microsoft Flight Simulator, all the good stuff will be there. Don't forget to double tap that screen, and let's try and get everything sorted so we can get out of here. Our loading performance, just want to double check everything's correct. As we said, 141 passengers on board. Our cost index is 15. Block fuel 4,557. 4,560. That should do nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the APU, and we can turn on our signs as well because we've fueled up. That sunset is looking beautiful. There we go. Look at that. You'll often hear the comparison between X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously, Microsoft Flight Simulator is next level when it comes to graphics and ground details. But as you'll go on to see, especially when we're airborne, X-Plane can look pretty beautiful. And again, this is not an extremely, powerful computer, and still it looks like that's just, it's awesome. I'm happy with it. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board with us today. We've got 2 minutes until the IRS is aligned. High graphics. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks... I'm really happy with these graphics, but it's not even maxed out. It's not on Ultra or anything crazy, but somehow my my little Mac Mini is surviving. Oh, we're losing the sun. We need to get out of here. Guys, we need to get out of here. How's the APU? Look at... Oh, come on. I thought I pressed that. Any minute, we'll probably hear the doors close. So that will help. Let's make some announcements while we're here to the cabin, right? Let's make some announcements. You haven't played this game yet? X-Plane 12. Highly recommend it. You can even get it on iPad, funny enough, and iPhone. You can hear the APU running. Just in case we do encounter any unexpected turbulence. And one last thing, it is called no smoking flight. Well, it's a pleasure to welcome you aboard, but we'll be on the way very shortly. Thanks very much. We will be on the way very shortly. We're in a rush. We're racing against the sun. Come on, come on. Recommendations. In terms of what? I mean, the X-Plane 12 is a great sim. More realistic in terms of flight dynamics than Microsoft Flight Simulator, actually. Fun fact. Excellent. External power off. Boom. Ground services off, off. Let's go ahead and remove the jetway. Now we're looking for sun. We're losing the sun, so let's try and get out of here. Better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. It depends. It depends what you're after. Microsoft Flight Simulator is the absolute best for graphics, immersion, just mind-blowing. I can't wait to actually start using Microsoft Flight Simulator when I upgrade my PC. X-Plane is more realistic in terms of flight dynamics, the way the aircraft handles. Like, if you fly through a storm and lightning in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it won't really do much. If you fly through the same situation in X-Plane, you'll fall out the sky. So it's a lot more realistic in terms of how the aircraft handles. I'm always going to have a special place in my heart for X-Plane. I love X-Plane 12 so much, but I am really looking forward to transitioning to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I really am, especially for streams, because our streams will be a lot more immersive, I think. Takeoff data, let's see, can we input it? Not allowed yet. No, okay, that's fine. No worries. Okay, let's request pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
And let's turn on our beacon light. We want to get out of here. We're in a rush. Nice setup. Oh, thank you. Thanks, dude. This is my little baby right here. My little setup. I love it so far. But I've got big plans to make it bigger and get a lot more stuff. So it's only going to get bigger and better. Right, there's a lot of things that I haven't done yet, so we're going to do that now. So cockpit preparation checklist. First of all, gear pins and covers have been removed. Fuel quantity is set. Seatbelts are on. ADIRs are on nav. Barrow ref. So where we are now, we're in Rome.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
1008 is our QNH here. That's done. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. We'll go ahead and do the before start checklist in a second. Is it going to let me now or not? Is it still going to be... Still not going to let me do it, are you? Okay. What am I missing? The APU is on. Let's go. Yeah, that's the kind of excitement we want to see. We're racing against the sun. Why? Oh, of course, that's why. Guys, I'm all over the place because I'm in a rush to beat the sunset. We haven't even set up our departure and arrival. Oh boy. Okay, let's do that now. So we are departing. Are you from England? I am from England. Yes, that's where I live. That's where I'm based. That's where I was born. Okay. So we are departing from runway 25. Our departure is Nenny 5 Alpha. Yes. Transition Jill 9 Golf. Boom. That's that done. Let's go ahead and put our arrival in, and if we need to change something later, we will. But for now, we're arriving at runway 35 Zulu via the Calm 1 Yankee Star. Calm 1 Yankee. Calm 1 Yankee. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Transition Calmo. That's fine, it's included. Okay. That's that done. So now let's go ahead and put in our takeoff data. Let's start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake is released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Thank you very much. Guys, don't forget to double tap that screen. It helps the stream and the channel so much. And if you do like aviation content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, that's there. We want flex takeoff, insert. Okay, there we go. Our rotate speed is 140. That's good. So the next item on the checklist is the before start. Parking brake is off. Takeoff speeds and thrust are now set. Windows are closed. Beacon is on. Before start checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and start our engines. We'll start with engine number 2. Here we go. We're being pushed back. Oh yeah, hopefully we're going to get some beautiful sunset views. We're going to fly. We are going to fly. We are. That's what we're looking forward to. Nice short flight today. I love this livery so much. I just wanted to do another flight with this livery. Is everything correct in terms of... let's see... in terms of descriptions and stuff for the stream? I think so, right? Today we're flying from Rome to Milan. That is correct. ITA Airways A320neo, X-Plane 12. Rome to Milan, yeah. I think we're good. You like the graphics? Oh, I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Yeah,
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
For my setup, I am happy with the graphics.
Stand by.
For my setup, I'm very, very happy with the graphics. Okay, engine number 1. Let's hear that famous PTU sound, that barking dog sound. Let's listen to it. Listen closely for it. Such an iconic sound. Disconnect. There are worse ways to enjoy a Tuesday evening. This is my favorite way to just relax, enjoy some views, pretend I'm traveling in real life. I love this stuff.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Have fun up there. Oh, we will. Thank you. Sometimes I forget a bunch of things, but it doesn't matter because I love to fly. So, you know, we try not to make it up as we go along, but sometimes we have to. Let's wait for this hand signal. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at his hand signal. He's always so happy. Look at him. Living his best life. Okay. We go back to there. We can turn off the APU. We can turn on our taxi light. Right, the first thing we're going to need to do now, after start checklist, anti-ice not needed, ECAM status is checked, pitch trim is the next thing we're going to do. Look at my rudder pedals. I have a love-hate relationship with my rudder pedals. I'm barely resting on them, barely, and they're like all over the place. This is why my landings are not as like central as they should be. You know, look, like, what is that? I'm barely touching the pedals. Like, I've calibrated them so many times. I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. Takeoff data. So 29.6. 29.6. That should be about right. Did anything change here? Not that I can see. That looks fine. Top of climb. That looks fine. These are all our waypoints until we get to our destination. We can just check the actual flight path here. So this is where we are currently, and if we go through the waypoints, we can see how what it looks like. So this is our flight path, and then that's a bit weird. Why do we have that? We're turning right and then turning left. Why? Doesn't that seem a bit pointless? That seems really pointless. Why are we doing that? That seems really pointless. I don't know why we're doing that. Let me just check my charts. What phone do you use? I have the latest iPhone, 17 Pro Max. And that's actually what I'm using for this camera right here. So why are we avoiding... Oh, it's even got it here. Is that maybe we're avoiding terrain? There's probably a really important reason behind it, so I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to argue with that. Okay, after start, rudder trim is neutral, so after start checklist is complete. So taxi, let's start with our flight controls. So full left, center, full right, center, full forward, neutral, and full aft. Okay. Rudder pedals, full left, center, full right, center-ish. Okay, got flaps 1 departure, so let's lower the flaps. iPhone 6 Pro Max. 6 Pro Max? Do you mean 16? iPhone 6. I don't even remember what the iPhone 6 is. Is that... But Pro Max. You're probably talking about... You probably mean 16, right? Taxi flight controls. Flap settings. Done. Radar. PWS. Let's set that. And that on. Engine mode select. Normal. ECAM memo. We'll get that checked in a second. Okay. So we will... complete the taxi checklist as we go. Auto brakes, max. Spoilers, armed. Let's go. Let's go. We're going. We're leaving. We need to catch that sun. We can actually see the outline of the sun. Let's go. We're moving. Fasten your seatbelts, guys. Make sure you're ready. Let's go. This is glitching again, so I'm going to change it to there. Right, seatbelt signs are on. Taxi light is on. Whoa, let's stay central. Okay, let's make our way to runway 25. You have your seatbelt off. So do I actually, but yeah, don't tell anyone. Let's go back to arc and bring that to 20, zoom it in a little bit. Here we go, we're leaving Rome and on our way to Milan. Where's you going? I have a mug. I do have a mug. Yeah, it's a Las Vegas mug with tea inside. Milan is in Italy. Yeah, both Rome and Milan are in Italy. So we're literally just doing an Italian hop. Let's tap on the brakes here a little bit. Okay, we're going to try and do a rolling takeoff, so we want to get everything prepared. Oh yeah, we'll let the cabin know. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure, thank you. Takeoff config. No blue, excellent, that means our taxi checklist is complete. It is a short flight, yeah, we'll be flying for about 50 minutes, 55 minutes I think. We'll only reach our top of cruise for maybe like 10 minutes or something. Right, we're gonna be cheeky and we're gonna go ahead and turn on our lights from now. Guys, don't forget to double tap that screen if you enjoy what you see. Subscribe to the channel and let's have a good takeoff, good flight into the sunset. Hopefully it's gonna be stunning. That's what we're hoping for. Right. We're just going to go for it. Our rotate speed is 140 if I remember correctly. Here we are. Okay, let's stabilize our engines. And Manflex. And rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Let's go ahead and put the autopilot on so we can enjoy some of these early views. Clement, how's it going, bro? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Very last minute stream, but we're taking off from Rome again because I love this livery, and we are on our way to Milan. Flying into the sunset. Look at that. Look at that. Right, let's just make sure. Leave a climb. TCAS is on standby. Let's get that fixed. Let's go flaps up. That sunset's beautiful. Your phone will burn. Well, I mean, the one for like iPad and iPhone is optimized, so it's not like crazy. But yeah, your phone will probably get a bit hot. So far, so good. We're at 8,000 feet. We didn't even set our cruising altitude. Can you believe that? That's how much of a rush we were in. I was in. Because I wanted to take off into the sunset. Let's go standard. Can't wait to land in Milan. Yeah, me too. I'm quite excited. I don't think I've landed in Milan before in the sim. I have in real life, but I don't think I have in the sim. So it's not a crazy long flight. We're at 11,000 feet, so let's go ahead and turn these lights off. Look at those views. Off we go to Milan. So I want to try and figure out what this weird approach is because as we basically get closer to Milan, it looked like we're basically on the perfect heading toward the runway, and then we come off that. We're doing a right turn and then doing this kind of weird U shape and coming back onto that approach path, which is really weird to me. There's probably a reason for it. That light is way too bright. There's probably a reason for it, but I just don't know what that reason is. I'm guessing maybe it's terrain or something like that. Doesn't matter though, we will obey the flight plan. Had to get a webcam on mobile. Webcam on mobile, I'm not sure what you mean. If you mean that, I don't even know how that works. Because my my Mac is obviously Apple and my phone is Apple, it just somehow works. It just connects wirelessly, and it's pretty awesome how it works. It just works. I didn't have to do anything special for it. Oh, cool. I'm not sure what that is, to be fair. Let's enjoy some engine views. We're flying right into the sunset, which is awesome. Look at that. I'm in love with ITA's livery, honestly. Just epic. Okay. So let's go ahead and release the cabin crew. We should have done that ages ago. They can go and start their service, and we'll turn off the fasten seatbelt signs as well. It's looking pretty clear. I think our approach into Milan will be nice. It will be like in the dusk. We have a 60 knot, bit of a cross/headwind, more of a crosswind. 61 knots, 62 knots. Wow, that's pushing us a little bit, isn't it? You can see we're crabbing a little bit at an angle. Yeah, we're surrounded by water. These views never get old for me. I love the views. In love with the livery. Yeah, me too. Me too, man. It just looks so good. It's such a stunning livery. They did a really good job with that. So we're enjoying, it's quite a coastal flight. Pretty much the whole flight is along the coast. So that's cool. Guys, remember to double tap that screen. Hopefully it's going to help us with our landing a little bit. Have I ever taken a flight with Gold airplane? I have not. Not that I remember, no. And I think they operate 737s, right? I think they've got a fleet of Boeing 737s. I'm not sure if they have any Airbus aircraft in their fleet. I'm not sure. .84 knot crosswind. You can see on here, you can see that we are, well, is it what? How do I zoom in? I can't zoom in. You can see that we're like at a crab angle. So the line is going like this way, but we're facing this way. Like our nose is toward the wind. Probably be able to see it here. Can you see? That is a proper crab angle, that is, look. And that happens in real life. That happens all the time in real life, depending on wind. So like when you're a passenger on the plane, it just feels, everything feels normal, you feel fine, but you don't actually know that. You're not necessarily flying straight, you're flying like sideways, which is crazy. You know, aviation is just so fascinating, I love it. Okay, we're at 31,000 feet. Let's go through here. Our top of descent is at 6:30 local time, sim time, which is basically in 15 minutes. So as we get closer to that, we'll start inputting our destination data. And hopefully everything will be good. So let's see where we are on the map. This is our flight for today. This purple line you can probably see from there, and this is us. So we departed from Rome, and we're currently on the coast, and then we're going to come inland here and go straight into Milan, which is there. So that's the flight progress so far. And this is our flight information for you guys to see how Volanta works. I love this software so much. I love Volanta. Where's it gone? Just disappeared on me. Here we are. So this is us. Oh, we're scheduled to arrive early. Wow, almost 20 minutes early. Can't argue with that. See the flight director. He takes you where you want to be early. Let's try not to slam the landing. This is all our information about the flight. Ground speed 394 knots, heading, altitude, everything. Yeah, this is an awesome software. So let's enjoy the flight. Let's chill while we're cruising. I think this is my first Tuesday stream. I don't normally stream during the week. I want to. I want to do more of it as my following grows and you guys are sticking around and we can enjoy the flights together. So hopefully, yeah, I'll be doing more of that. this weekend I won't be able to stream because I'll be traveling basically Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I might be able to stream Sunday night, but I don't know. But if not, I'll probably stream on Monday evening. So that's why I wanted to do, a stream or two during the week to try and make up for that. Please try Boeing next. I used to fly Boeing 737 all the time before flying this, but it's been so long. Man, I don't remember how to fly it at all. I'm telling you, I'll get into the flight deck and I'll be like, what do all these buttons do? Help. Help. And also, I don't have a yoke. I mean, even before when I used to fly the 737, I was still using an Airbus setup, which is fine. Instead of a yoke, I'm using a side stick. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I should do more Boeing flights again. And the Boeing 737 aircraft that I have is called the Zibo 737. It's freeware, and it's incredible. It's got so many amazing details. It's got I've got Ryanair livery, and I've got all the Ryanair sounds, and it's so immersive. It's brilliant. I just haven't flown it in so long, and I love this A320 so much. But you're right. I need to do more Boeing flights. We will do it. We will do it. We will. Is everything good in the flight deck? Everything looks good so far. Top of descent, 629. In a few minutes. Guys, let's go ahead and put in our destination data just so it's there. And we can be prepared. So we go to performance. We'll go approach phase. So let's get our data. Milan. The QNH in Milan is 1007. 1007. Temperature in Milan is currently 19 degrees Celsius. Wind, we've got 10 degrees at 9 knots. 10 degrees at 9 knots. That's what I need to do. Yep, so ILS 35 Zulu is our approach. Let's add that to the map. Our decision altitude is 537 feet, so that's what we're going to put in here, 537 feet. A320 is the best. It is, I used to be a Boeing guy 100% all the time. I used to love flying Boeing. And, you still do. When you fly Boeing, you feel like you're actually flying a plane. This is flying a big computer with wings. That's what the Airbus is. But after flying this, I'm like, everything is so smooth and beautiful. And, yeah, you kind of get spoiled flying Airbus. Right, that's that done. So top of descent, 629. Yeah, we've got like 4 or 5 minutes. Let's enjoy some of the views for a few minutes before we start our descent. Nice short and sweet flight. I like these short and sweet hops. I love long haul flights as well, but when you don't have lots and lots of time, it's nice to just do a short and sweet flight. And we've got plenty of sun still. Look. Beautiful. We're still crabbing pretty hard. 59 knots. Wow. That is a crosswind and a half. So I'm estimating... yeah, I reckon this right here is our top of descent. Not only do I love flying, but I'm really starting to love the whole streaming process as well. And now that I actually have a few people that, you know, come and join on the chat and enjoy the videos, it's great. It's more motivation for me to keep streaming. So the more people we have, the more we'll stream. Works for everyone. Right, we're going to try very hard. I always want to try and, like, outperform my previous landing. Even if I did a good landing before, I want every landing to be better than the one before. So what we're going to try and do is, like, there's a couple of things I want to focus on. Maintaining the center line and keeping the landing relatively smooth. I'm not too fussed if the landing is not crazy smooth, because a firm landing is a safe landing, right? But for sim purposes, we always want it to be smooth. So that's what we're going to try and do. But maintaining the center line. And I think I figured out what I've been doing wrong in previous videos, is that I'm always like switching my visuals and my focus from the runway to the instruments, and that's what you should do as you get closer to the runway. But I think I let go of the instruments and focus on the runway too late. So I'm going to do that a little bit earlier and then maintain the center line visually after I've stayed, you know, followed the flight director in. So we're going to try that today and see if it's any better. I also enjoy videos. Ah, Clement, thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. We'll try and do many more. 629, top of descent. Now we're not using ATC, so we will clear this down to 3,000. And just so we know what our missed approach altitude is, 3,000. That works very well. So the brief basically for missed approach: climb to 3,000, continue on course 353 degrees to ML704 to be reached at or above 1,000 feet. Then turn right, directed to cos and hold. So basically turn right and hold there. Max 210 knots. Okay. Right, top of descent reached. Let's go. Why do I always do that? We have officially begun our descent. Let's go, descending into Milan from a beautiful short hop from Rome. Just a reminder for anyone who hasn't already, if you can double tap that screen and like the stream, that will help so much. And if you like aviation content, you should subscribe to the channel. Right, I can actually move this now. Just plugging in my phone. There we go. Okay, that should work. Henry, welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. What flight are we doing? We are doing another ITA flight because I absolutely love this livery. And we're flying from Rome to Milan. And actually, we've already begun our descent. So we're descending into Milan. Short and sweet. Taking a screenshot of that because that is screenshot worthy. Try and get a bit closer to my desk so I can reach my rudder pedals. It's a very scenic little flight, like along the whole coast of Italy. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. We are taking a left turn. Let's enjoy some of these views. We're 115 miles out. Shore up. See, I don't trust these speeds. When you look at these speed, like this waypoint here, Sorop, right, is literally right before the runway. It's on final. There's no way we can hit this waypoint here at 200 knots. That's why I don't trust it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I always go to like manual speeds and I take over because I just want to approach at a much more manageable speed. I want to be like at 150 maximum by then, you know? Obviously, we don't have ATC. If we had ATC and they vectored us in, they would probably tell us the speed as well, so, you know, to keep traffic flowing. I can actually move my iPad now because it's not charging anymore. Why do I always do that? Sorry if I just deafened you guys. What's our current speed? I'll tell you right now. 280 knots. Which is actually to be expected, I guess. Right, what we're going to do is we are going to start setting ourselves up here. 6:58 is when we'll be landing. Oh, that's still like 20 minutes out. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn on the fasten seatbelt signs. Let's make a few announcements, shall we? Toilets are no longer in service. Oops. You guys should have gone before. And we've still got some sun, and now is like when it's going to start going like pinkish. It's going to look awesome. What are the pilots? This guy just looks happy to be here. I guess that's me. This guy, what's this guy doing? He looks like he's squinty. He looks like he forgot his glasses at home. And he's squinting. He's like, well, wait, I think I can see from here. That's why this guy's like, don't worry, I got it. I got you. I'll do the landing since you can't see anything. It's definitely what's going on. Right, let's try and have a smooth landing here. So according to the information at the moment, the wind information when we are landing will have a headwind of 8 knots, so that's pretty ideal. So hopefully all will be good. Let's ask the... I think technically they did that. Okay. Checklist time. If any of you like flight simulation and you sim yourself at home, you can download this checklist for free, which I redesigned. It's the official Airbus checklist, but I redesigned it. You can get it for free in the link in my bio, in my LinkedIn. Carabo, hey, welcome, buddy. We are flying from Rome to Milan, and we've started our descent. We'll be landing in about 10-15 minutes in Milan, and it's all real time, real weather, and there's a beautiful sunset that we're enjoying. So hopefully it's going to be a nice scenic landing. Okay, our approach checklist. Let's start doing that. We're at 12,000 feet. Okay, so Barrow Ref, we've set it I'm going to see if I can get away with putting it here early. Milan. Let's just get our information, our updated information. 1007. We might be too high, but I'm just putting it in anyway. Barrow ref set. Seatbelts are on. Minimums set. Auto brake. Let's go auto brake low. Engine mode select as normal. Approach checklist is complete. So this is what we're going to do. This really weird. Can you see it here? Like, we're basically doing a right turn, and then a left turn, and then back on track. So there must be something we're trying to avoid, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like there's anything in front of us, so it seems like a really pointless thing, but there's probably a reason for it, so we will be obedient. Here comes the right turn, the first pointless turn. Let's actually see how far we are. We can 56 miles, 230, 210, 210, 210. That's okay until 6 to 7. So basically at this, roughly this point here, Mike Lima 627, probably slow down a lot, maybe a little bit before that. So we're okay for now. From here, it doesn't look like we're actually avoiding anything, but yeah, see, it's relatively flat terrain, like a few hills, but who knows? Who knows? Here's the other turn. Right, this is where I'm going to start slowing down a little bit. We'll slow down to about 210. What am I doing? 210. Oh, we are at 210. I'm happy with that. This is the part as a passenger where you start anticipating the landing and you get excited and you're like, whoa, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. So far so good. 210. Okay, I'm actually kind of happy with that. We can come down to 200. Okay, we're only 35 miles out, so we'll start prepping ourselves. Didn't even lock the cockpit door. Well done. We'll start prepping ourselves. Our approach checklist is done, so our next checklist will be our landing checklist, which is partially done. We're 9,000 feet. We're starting to descend further. Great, let's let the cabin crew know they can take their seats. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Thank you. Go around altitude. Set. Cabin crew has been advised. ECAM memo. Landing no blue. That's the last thing we need to do. And the aircraft will guide us through that process. So, landing lights on, nose light on, runway turn off light on. That's all looking good. Seatbelt signs are already on. Spoilers are armed. Okay, let's slow down to about 180. We'll check our speed. And actually we can go flaps 1. Okay, flaps 2, great. 26 miles out, that's good. Okay, now we're on final, so now we are getting somewhere. $25. I'm going to go ahead and arm the approach. Hopefully that will go smoothly and it will come alive as we get closer. In terms of localizer and glide slope. 6,000 feet. Slow down to 160. I like to prepare myself, so you know we start slowing down before it gives the aircraft time to just start slowing itself down without us having to deploy the speed brakes and all that kind of stuff last minute. We'll go for a nice stable approach, and obviously we're not using ATC yet, so I'm making the most of that, and we're easing the approach. You know, we don't have traffic to worry about and stuff like that. We want to be stable as early as possible. That's my approach anyway. So we can actually see the runway from here. Don't know if you guys can see it from there, but if I zoom in, should be able to see the approach lights. You can see it. That's our runway. Beautiful, clean, straight approach. Beautiful. Okay, where are we at? 19 miles, all good. We're at 160. Everything's stable, beautiful. Speed is checked. Let's go flaps 3. If you haven't already, please double tap that screen and subscribe to the channel. Let's hope we do a really nice landing. Look at that view. Look at that view. Look at that sunset. Oh, that's stunning. Stunning. Okay, so far so good. Nice and stable. Nice and stable. Right, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. So down to 150. Let's go flaps full. Beautiful stuff. Looks like we've intercepted the localizer. Okay, 10 miles out. Let's go ahead and go gear down. Okay, we're getting very close to capturing the glide slope. Spoilers armed. Seatbelts on. Yes, look at that. Captured it. Perfect. It's going to be a smooth landing. I love your optimism. I'm also equally optimistic. I'm gonna do my best. Let's do a good job with this. You watch me say that and I'll just destroy this landing. Right, we want this landing to be good. We've got a 9-knot headwind at the moment. A little bit of a crosswind, but it's not crazy, so we should be okay. Let's cabin check. I think I said it really early, like letting the cabin know. Now is when you'd normally say take your seats for landing. Okay, let's do it. It looks like a tiny airport, by the way. Looks like a tiny airport. Wow. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, Milan looks beautiful, even in X-plane. That's a stunning approach.
1,000.
Everything looking good. Autopilot disconnect, the aircraft is mine.
Above. 300.
Oh, we're way too fast. I
Minimum.
forgot
200.
to slow down.
100. 50. 40.
That was terrible.
20. Retard. 10. 5.
Yeah, that should have been a go around. That should have been a go around. That should have been a go around. It was smooth, but it should have been a go around. That was not stable. I was way too fast. Way too fast. Yeah, should have been a go around. Right, we're gonna come off here. Well, that sucked. Let's go this way. Guys, that sucked. What even was that? Let me turn off these lights. That can go there. Strobe to auto. Turn on the APU. Basically, we're going to take one of these remote stands. We'll take the one all the way at the end. I think it was in terms of a touchdown, it was smooth, but that was not stable. That was not stable. I realized last minute that we were coming in at 150 knots. 150 knots is not crazy fast. Like, I know real pilots that would land between 160 and 170, but but ideally, like, it would be good to come in at like 135, 140. It was way too fast. That was my bad. But it seemed smooth as a landing. It seemed smooth, but we were way too fast. That should have been a go around. Let's listen to this gentleman right here. Follow his guidance. Slow down. Slow down. Bit more. Okay. Right. Oh, what even was that? Not that bad, mate. You came in fast, but it was smooth. Yeah, I think it was pretty smooth. I mean, it seemed smooth. APU is available, so we'll go ahead and turn off the engines. We can turn that off. We can turn that off, and the beacon can come off. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll replay that in a second. Let's get our data here. So Volanta will tell me what our touchdown rate was. Review your flight. Landing rate minus 282. That's decent. Not considered like really rough. Let's go back and see how embarrassing this one was. So let's go back. Okay. I don't even remember if I stayed on the center line. I think I did. It even feels fast. Flared too early. Center looks okay. I think we were okay for that. Floating, and fast. Touchdown was okay. It's fine. And then basically we had to slam on the brakes. We had to slam on the brakes here to come off. That was actually more in line with a lot of the funny Ryanair landings you hear about. Let's see from here. Floating. Touchdown was alright. I don't have a problem with a touchdown. That was okay. See from here. And at some point we slam on the brakes. Slam on the brakes. That actually felt like a Ryanair landing. I've taken so many Ryanair flights and that's how they feel. Touchdown and then slam on the brakes and then out. So yeah, if Ryanair does it, we're okay. Check this angle as well. When you think about it, it's within boundaries that are generally acceptable. So it's it's fine. You know, I'm being a bit picky, but it was not the most stable approach. Well, it was until it wasn't. Let's check this angle as well, and then we'll call it a day. Huge floater there. Decent touchdown. Should have been a go around. I still think, because we were running out of runway fast. And then slam on the brakes. And then out. There you go. They can't all be perfect, but that one was, at least it was entertaining. That one was good. Alright, so let's go back to our current state. There we go. We'll open the doors. Open. And we need stairs. Now we don't have, unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator, we don't have like people coming in and out. You can't really see people, but it's you know, it's not bad for what it is. There we go. Well, we made it safely. Relatively smooth landing. Very late, ran out of runway. Bit crazy, but we made it. To everyone who joined, thank you so much. Great to see a few of you in the chat as well. It's awesome. If you haven't already, please double tap that screen and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, fly safe, have fun, and take care. See you guys later.